Alright guys, what's going on? So day 4 or something with the Sony ZV-1, and I'm going to show you how it works. Whoop, now I'm in the shade, but I'm on manual exposure, mind you, and it is really windy, so you guys know. So far, one of the main things that I've been super impressed with is the audio sound right off the bat. If you adjust the levels, it sounds super rock star. I mean, it's really windy right now, so let's hear how it sounds. But I mean, noticeably windy, probably 15-20 miles an hour. So if it sounds really good here, or good enough, you know, just with grabbing something that's the size of your hand and running out the door, this thing's awesome. So I'm using it in a real life example. I've been waiting for 2 months for a case for my Mavic Air 2. I ordered it from this place, I think it was called like Love Hobby or something off of Amazon. This was in like the mad search for finding a hard case or something quality right when it came out, so there's really not many options. And essentially I ordered one just by random look and kind of vibe. I don't know, I just had to order something. I got impatient. But regardless, this is a real life example for me because I'm essentially going out the door to do a little video and I wanted to grab something, and this is exactly what I would have wanted to grab, or at least in theory. So I'm going to see how it works and how it is and how the audio is for just being super simplistic. I got right now, so you guys are aware, I'm in the shooting mode that's right below here, wait, hold on, I'm going to switch hands. So I got it in the shooting mode that's right below HFR. That's that high frame rate for slow motion. And if you go there, I have it set to manual. There's 4 settings. There's a program, a shutter priority, aperture priority, then manual. So I have it set to manual. I got the built-in neutral density filter on, which helps out a lot. So right now I'm at ISO 125, I'm at f5, and I'm at 1/25 of a second, and I'm shooting 4K right now. So 4K, 30 frames per second, and those are my settings. And I would say for really big sunny days like this, where you know you're not going to get any kind of change in light, set it to manual. You'll have better luck and better results. Put the neutral density filter on, put active steady track on, and continuous focus. What else? I have it on zone, so you're aware. The zone focus mode. So don't put it on flexible point, something small or off to the side, because it's not going to track your face. So again, zone focus mode, low ISO, neutral density filter on, and that's a good start. And after that, obviously, just play with different things. Make sure you have your mic levels adjusted too, because you can adjust the mic levels. So I believe I have mine set to 30. I'll confirm with it in a little bit. But again, beautiful day, and just seeing how this thing works in a real life, needing to do a tutorial or review, and just grabbing something that's literally, you know, like a foot. And so you guys are aware too, this actual grip that they sell with the ZV-1 is going to be compatible with the RX100 Mark 7 and a handful of other cameras. I don't know exactly which ones, but they're listed on the box. So that's pretty cool. I don't know how this would work with the Mark 7, but I bet you it would be pretty cool and a nice addition, because this grip really rocks. I like it a lot. So the more I've been shooting, even in the 4 days, and holding it, it feels good. It doesn't feel cheap. It doesn't feel plasticky. It feels nice. It has some kind of rubber on the grips a little bit. It just feels good when you actually put it down on a surface to shoot, like a picnic table like I'm going to be on, or even on the cement or anywhere. So 5 stars for the grip. The grip's pretty rocking. All right, but with that being said, I ordered from a place called Love Hobby Drone, and I was in the midst of looking for a case for my Mavic Air 2, and this was right when they dropped, and I wanted to get a case, so I had it when the drone arrived. And I looked basically Amazon, B&H, Adorama, did Google search, looked at everything, and there was really nothing there other than the one, I don't even know what it is. I know it's like a popular one with the blue hard interior that one of the guys always talks about. I think it's G something, but you guys know, I know, and I don't. It's like GPS or GPR. But it looks like a nice case, but I personally don't like the feel of that foam being kind of more rigid, and I don't know, I just don't like it. It doesn't feel as nice. And this one, from the pictures, looked like it was polar opposite, like really soft and cushioning, like you're putting your drone in a nice pillow. I waited a month and, you know, a little over a month and 10 days or something like that. And I canceled it, I think, 3 different times. And the company kept on responding back like everything's all right, the drone's in shipment. So they had really good communication, honestly, and they seemed like super friendly people. And I figured, why not wait? Because it took so long. Let's see what, you know, was one of the first cases out for the Mavic Air 2. So let's get going. So it came nicely wrapped. And as you see, I don't know if you can see with the glare, I'm gonna rock this thing out and see if it works. But I can't tell. It's not even 2 inches away. But I should have it right now for this on some kind of program mode, so it's not manual, but because I'm showcasing the product. But anyway, on the front, right in this little patch, it has a little picture of a drone, and it looks actually like a Mavic Air 2, and it says Mavic Air 2 hard shell case. Now right off the bat, I have Pelican cases that I've been using for 15, 20 years, and it doesn't feel like a Pelican case. It feels kind of cheap, but at the same time, like fine. It's a drone. It's not like we're carrying some crazy thing, and I actually like the fact that it's not super hardcore serious like, you know, a Pelican case, because they're rigid. They kind of are hard to open up sometimes. Here, wait, hold on 1 second. I'm going to grab my bag that's blowing away. Okay, so I did 2 things now to get this footage. I set it off a manual exposure to program mode in the same setting or in the same camera mode right below HFR. So I actually did that, and I put product showcase on. So right now I have showcase on and I have it in program mode. And if you see, let's see how that works. So that's what's in the middle. As you see, focus is pretty close. So again, I'm testing out the camera and I'm showing you the case. So this is the case. You can see it kind of looks like a little bit cheap plastic, like it could crack maybe. That would be the only concern. But these are the latches. So as you see, I wish the sun wasn't so bright right now, but it is. And if we open it, we essentially have this foam. So we have this really soft foam, which, you know, you probably won't even be touching. And then you have this thing, which is pretty weird. So it's really soft foam. And you could see this is an area for like accessories, I guess. But let me see if I can get it in the sun. It's hard to see. That's the thing with this thing too. I'm not on sunny monitor mode because it was overheating in that mode. And I'm in just a regular monitor brightness, and it's really hard for me to see in full sunlight what this camera's doing, if it's actually focusing. So again, the issue with this camera so far, I don't mean to get in the middle of this product review, but it's partially for both. I would, you know, if you are shooting in really hot sun, like a 90-degree day like it is here, and then you put it on brightness, the sunny monitor mode, which is what you would need really to see clearly, the thing's going to most likely overheat, and then it's going to get even dimmer than it is now, and I can't compose or do anything essentially. So, you know, it may look fine while you're watching the video, but when you're actually out in the field shooting, it's a whole different story. You have no idea what you're getting. But anyway, the foam. So the foam is, if you see, this kind of like soft, really. Whoop, can you see? There's not a lot of give to it, but you have that. And if you see, you have a little controller. There's a little remote controller in there. And it's so weird because it's kind of a soft foam. So as you see, smart controller. But that's, you know, so a little controller. So this is what you're going to get if you buy this. You're going to get the little controller cutout. You're going to get a little accessories cutout. You're going to get the area for the drone, and mind you, this is the first time doing it, so I'm trying to be careful because I don't want to rip it since I just waited a long time for it. So there's the area for the drone. And then you got 3 batteries here. I'm not going to take the other 2 out right now, but you'll see 3 batteries. So 1, 2, 3 batteries, a little area here, probably for SD cards. Part of it I like because I think it would be a happy medium. The hard foam seems too hard and this seems a tad too soft, but it feels good putting something in there. I don't know. I mean, if it was an easy return, I'd probably return it, honestly. But I waited almost 6 weeks for it, so I figure it's kind of fun. There's almost some novelty to it, and I'm just gonna rock it and see how it works. It's, you know, I think it was $70, $80. And again, the people were really nice. It did take forever, so if you're trying to get this thing, I don't know if I would go for it just because you gotta wait a really long time, and I don't know if it's worth the wait. I'll let you know, but I'm sure you could find another option out there that can get you to 2 days or something from B&H. But regardless, I just wanted to give you a little look at this case, and I should show you this too. So the latches, that's the sound. So here, one more time. So I don't know if they feel really amazing, but they feel fine. They don't feel like they're gonna, like once they're locked, this doesn't feel like it's gonna go anywhere. And a couple things so you know, when I'm traveling with this ZV-1, I'm traveling with this little Mindshift case. You could use whatever you want, but this little Mindshift thing works really well. They're part of Think Tank Photo. It's kind of like their action line, which is really cool actually. So I have this, so check that out. So it has a nice little slot for actually 4 batteries, and they're all nice and sealed, and it packs super slim. There's 2 little zippered slots right up here, as you see, for memory cards or whatever you want. And oh, hold on a second, everything's blowing away. That's how windy it is. So all of that folds up like this into a nice little teeny, awesome feeling, soft. So you got basically 4 batteries in here and 2 memory cards, and this is the size of it all. So I'll put the link to it below. And I also have in another Mindshift thing, but they come as a set. They're super cool, honestly. If you like little bags and stuff that really are nice, I mean, check this out. You got like these little zippers to put little things in. I got like some Osmo, you know, mic jacks and filters from different companies. I got Polar Pro stuff and Freewell, but I have a battery in here too, just for transport sake. But I want to show you this too. Here, I got this back to the case. I got a Mavic Air 2 battery, and I want to show you that when it goes in, like, it's not a ton of support. I wish the bottom had a little bit more support. Maybe you can change the foam on that, but it's really soft in there. So by the time it's shut and latched, you know, I don't hear anything jumbling around. If you're really traveling like out of the country and stuff, get a Pelican case. But you know, has a nice fit. Everything seems to fit fine. I'm hoping the controller and everything do too. But one of the things that I'm sure it doesn't work with is the smart controller. So this thing's probably gonna, I don't know, I'll keep it and maybe just pass it on to a friend or something. So with this case, I would say, honestly, I don't know. I mean, I would think there are better options, more quality options, a lot closer to home. So I don't think you need to necessarily go order from China and wait 5 weeks. Again, they were super nice, but go to B&H, click a couple buttons. So they did a good job. I mean, it looks nice enough. It's not necessarily cheap looking. It just feels a different way than I'm used to. It could be quality hard plastic, I'm not sure. Again, I'll let you know how it holds up, but I'm gonna use it. I got my Mavic Air 2 coming back to me on Monday from DJI, so we'll put it in here. The nice thing about it is that it's so soft, you know it's not gonna hurt anything. There could be pros and cons to it, but sometimes I feel like the rigid foam, it's almost too hard. So like if a propeller gets stuck underneath it and you pull up kind of abruptly, you have more of a chance of cracking. This has a lot of give, so this is super gentle to anything you put in here. So that's the positive. Again, hope this works out. Hope it sounds nice. Again, Love Hobby drone. 5 weeks. Well packed. Soft. And really nice. They seem like nice people. They had great communication. Anytime I asked something, it seemed very personable, like you weren't dealing with a big corporation. So I bet you they are some kind of support local in China. That's how it feels, at least. I could be totally wrong. Could be slave labor. But regardless, here we go. Bye, guys. Okay, so essentially what just happened was I was in the middle of shooting and I got an internal temperature warning on the ZV-1, and it forced me to shut down the camera and wait and break the flow, which, whatever, maybe there wasn't much flow, but the bottom line is it prevented me from shooting, and I couldn't physically shoot. And then I had to change the battery at the same time, and in order to change the battery, you got to take the grip off the camera. So those are little things to see if you think you're going to get annoyed with. Just changing the battery a lot and running out of battery. So it's something you got to be really conscious of, honestly, because you could be shooting and then it could just go off on you. So you want to have at least 4 batteries. And as I said, I'll put a link below to that Amazon deal, and they're not going to last as long as the Sony ones, but they're pretty good for 20 bucks. Maybe get yourself 2 or 3 Sony ones as well, so you have them and use those for more serious shoots. But again, that happened, and you know, kind of a big deal. So there's definitely some things that you want to pay attention to when buying this camera, and that's one of them. Making sure you understand that the battery life really is pretty bad. So you need 3, 4, 5 batteries. You do have to remove the grip every time you change the battery, so there's that. And you really have to pay attention to this thing overheating. I'm not in the sunny monitor mode, and it is still overheating on me, and it's forcing me to shut down, miss shots, and it really is. It does. It happened numerous times already. So for right now, most likely I'm returning to this camera because I don't want to deal with that personally, even though it's a cool tool and the mic is amazing and it's cool portability and it's new. But you know what? If this thing shuts off on me every single time, probably multiple times I go out with the camera, it'll drive me nuts. So I don't want to deal with that. All right, guys. So as you see, I don't know, I just wrapped up a call with my mom. I had to do a wellness check on her because I'm her primary caregiver, and I'm the one who pretty much advocates for her always. And I just took her to the doctor, for example, and her dementia progressed quite a bit. So I'm going to be moving into a memory care unit next week. So you guys are aware, you know, my focus, 98% of my energy has been going towards her and her situation and this big shift happening. So if these videos aren't as tightened up as they should be or could be, they will be eventually in due time. I plan on moving back to Hawaii soon enough, and I'm going to really step up everything. The game is going to go to another level in a nice positive way with production values and some cool stuff that I have in mind. But regardless, I just want you guys to understand where my heart and my energy is at. It's here for sure. Like, I am putting love into this, and I want to see this channel grow and be successful. But at the same time, I have to put my focus and my primary, you know, everything into my mom because she is everything to me. So she gave me life, she adopted me, she's a rock star, always been a complete saint, always been there as a friend, never not answered the phone anytime I needed to talk, literally has been there every single time. So I'm going to make sure I honor her and do the same for her. So anyway, thanks guys, aloha, bye.